as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. But right away, they'll change the look.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
21, 21. Hey, guns.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Garoppolo's going to change the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, alert! 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. You look at this Raiders defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Something we're seeing more of with a rise in the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. In search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the press. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
White. 21. Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
21. Here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
13. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at...
Taking it right down Broadway.
Dalvin Cook.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
11. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
11,
Now a 2nd and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. 6. 12. 2.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Second down and 8.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
127 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zerline for the Jets field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
13,
Now a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo changing the play. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Go ahead.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
11. 21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
On second down, it's Cook again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
65, 65.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
21, 21.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I got
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Garoppolo on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's a gain of 9.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
12, fellas, here we go.
At the 10-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken... The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Two yards to go, second down. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here now a third down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
13.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
21.
Another run now for Nwangu. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kene Nwangu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, but probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
They'll take this to the 46.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Now a give running left is Nwangu.
20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kene Nwangu.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
21,
Well,
21.
we've reached
Here we go.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Handoff right side to Wandu.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass.
21,
Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
11, 11, 11, 11. Clock, clock, clock.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Jump out.
On 1st down, Rodgers able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back north. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Inside. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one too low. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Take 30. Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught left side by Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go to 50. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Rodgers again now.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Go ahead.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And Garoppolo's going to change the play.
65.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
11. Hey, gun.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.